Hey everyone, welcome back to another Greenwood Grove update. I hope you're enjoying the cinematics. Of course, I've got a few changes to show today of FadLand Greenwood Grove. I haven't posted an update in a while, which I do apologize for. Tomorrow I have a vacation to a city in Turkey for like a week, so I guess I wanted to get this video out of the way before I went. So yeah, enjoy the video guys, and let's start. Alright everyone, here I am in the plaza. We don't really have progress, you could say, in the plaza yet. I did show progress last video though, so you can go check that out. But anyways, let's move on to our first change. Our first change over here is the Fountain Plaza. So it's named after these fountains everywhere on, in these little lakes here. But anyways, you got a little bit of stuff here. I've kind of combined these like shops here to make a little plaza, but you got, Paul, which seems to be tagged. That's nice. We have a Coffee Crazy. And some few carnival games, as well as this, which is the first thing I'm going to show. So let's get into that first. So this is the evolution of the FadLand park logos, basically. This was back in 2018 to 19. All the way here is from 2019 to 2020. And over here is 2020 to now, current era. I've named it a new phase because it is indeed a new phase within the FadLand chains. If you don't know, in total, there are about, I think, 8 chains that have not been completed that were back in these eras. But as you can see, this is the current era, and this is one of the current era chains in the FadLand thing. And we also got a sign explaining, what this is. Anyways, let's move on to the next change. So also in the plaza, we have these little things here. Let me show you guys. So everyone, these are little carnival games. As you can see, we have Knock 'em. You just throw these balls at the cans to, knock them down. Over here we have Spray the Targets. It's the only interactive one I have out of all of these. You just press the button, it shoots the water cannon at the target and it makes a little green light thing. But we also got Ring Toss, where you toss the ring inside the little, things. And our staff only area. So let's first get into the staff only area. So here we are in the staff-only area. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, basically. It's just the staff's way of getting inside of these little carnival rides and carnival games and stuff. And it also connects into the garage via this, like, little bridge over here. Into the storage, into the garage storage, the main storage garage, which has not been finished yet, and I hope to finish it by next update, hopefully. I don't know, we'll have to see, because I'm going on a little vacation for a while. But other than that, let's move on to our next change. So the next change is right over here, and yes, this is related to Coconut Crazy. As you can probably tell, it looks like nothing has changed, and really, it's only 2 singular images that have been taken, but Coconut Crazy is officially complete. So yeah, it's officially complete, and that's why I've started work on the hyper, which I'll get to very soon. Okay, so what I also wanted to say is I had these little signs here, to lead people to the little rides here. You got Elliptica, Coconut Crazy, and then over here you have the Elliptica area. You get the point. But let's move on to the next change. So the next change and newest event here in this update, I always like to host these little events throughout these updates, but this is my log flume that I started last update, but I have finished basically everything except the name. Yes, that's right, you guys get to choose the name of this log flume. Yes, so all you have to do, guys, is just submit your name idea in the comments. I will pick the best one, and I'll make it into a little logo, and I'll place it right over here in this image. So let's move on to the next change. So the next change over here is related to the hyper. I don't know if you know, I mean, I already said, but we have started work on the hyper since we finished the bobsled, and here it is. Here's the work. So far I have the basic building of the station, as well as some, I guess, theming inside. I might redo the station itself and remove this little kind of useless control tower on top. But you get the point. It's themed to aircraft. Yeah, that's right. You got little aircraft blueprints inside of this little pre-show area, which will be closed off once the queue line is pretty much complete. But for now, I'll be working on the Hyper. That's the coaster I'm going to be focusing on these next few days after my little vacation. But yeah, we also have a color scheme change for the Hyper here, just the track itself. But we also have the start of supports. Now, it really does look like the default supports, which is kind of the problem here. It's identical to the default supports, so you can't really tell which one's custom. But let me just remove the default supports real quick to show you guys. So, as you can tell, here are the current custom supports I have in place. There's one random one over here, and I'd like to know which one do you guys enjoy better. Do you like the black support or the gray support? So, I don't know which one you guys like more, but just pick, because I can't really choose. But anyways, moving on to our next change. So the next change here lies in the outskirts of the park, and it is the Green Grove Walkway. I'll bring up a screenshot, but basically I hosted this event where I allowed people to pick certain plots from an area in my park to place custom shops. Now, I'll be doing more of these Discord-only events for my Discord members, so if you ever want to participate in these non-YouTube events, go ahead and join my Discord server. It's in the description. It is 13 plus only, so yeah, you should go join it if you want. But anyways, let's actually start with the restaurants and cafes and shops that I did for these people. Let's start with Stumpling's Coffee Hole. I'll bring up the Discord message right now, but as you can see, it's a nice nature themed coffee place or something, and it's supposed to have a mascot, but I don't know what the Stumpling mascot is supposed to look like, so I didn't really add him. But let's move on to the next suggestion. So the next suggestion is Dream Punk Feast Emporium. It's kind of an interesting name, but it is a steampunk themed kind of restaurant. I guess you can see how bad I am at making steampunk stuff. But yeah, it's pretty basic. Let's move on to the next suggestion. Next suggestion is Noob's Flume Parlor. I like this a lot, actually. It's specifically for this little centerpiece over here with the log flume and the little noob inside of it. So I'll bring up the suggestion right now, but I think I already bring it up. But anyways, you can kind of see what I did here, some seating, and you got, self-explanatory. But anyways, guys, moving on to the next suggestion. I'll bring up the Discord message right now. It's Popping Isle. It is a popping candy shop. This was kind of interesting to make, but very easy to make at the same time. So you got best-selling flavors, special flavors, and your regular flavors. It's a popping candy shop. There's nothing really to it, but I love the idea. It's really creative. Next, we move on to Game Bop. I'll bring up the Discord message, but I think you know what it's about. It's just GameStop, but it's not GameStop, so you get the point. Anyways, moving on to the next shop. Subway. I'll bring up the Discord message, but yeah, if you know odd ones out, you know this. But I basically placed the Lebanese Subway menu on the top since Greenwood Grove is Lebanese, and it'd be kind of funny. But anyways, yeah, it's Subway. I mean, there's nothing else to say. Anyways, moving on to the next shop. Here we have a Sky's Coaster Store. So as you can see here, it's just a nice coaster store with, just models and stuff and merchandise. I themed it to a lot of FadLand rides because I didn't want to make more decals for this shop. But you can kind of see its kind of theme. Let's move on to the next shop. Here we have Vic's Potato Plaza. I'll bring up the Discord message right now. But this one's more of my favorite ones here. Potato is very tasty, but you can kind of see the whole theme. I'll bring up the Discord message, but yeah, it's basically just a potato plaza. I tried to evoke a plaza type of thing where, you had different things you can do. You could read quotes, and, you can buy merch, and let me just talk about this merch real quick. It's not for sale, by the way, but you got a little menu and stuff, and I thought it was a really nice little addition to the Green Grove Walkway. Moving on, we have Fad Tacos. I'll bring up the Discord message right now. This is probably my favorite one. I just love the idea of having a Subway for tacos basically, and it's themed, you know, the FadLand brand. But anyways, you can kind of see what's up here. It's just a fridge, and you know, you got the microwave that was built by my friend Isuker. Isuker, I think, yeah, I'm just gonna call him Isuker. But yeah, it's a pretty basic shop. Nothing really much. I like how I did this. It was kind of weird to do, but yeah, it's just Subway but for tacos. So over here we have a vacant plot that is for my friend Isuker. I want him to build a little shop here because he wanted to build a shop. But yeah, there's really nothing here yet. There's just a troll face up there. But let's move on to Chunky Churros. I'll bring up the image right now, the Discord message. But yeah, it's a churros place, and I haven't gotten to making the menus yet, which is I don't know why. I was just kind of lazy. But yeah, I enjoy this little idea. It's kind of nice, and I think it's one of my favorite too, since I just like the counters and how the little smart screens. But let's move on to the next shop. So the next shop here, I'll bring up the Discord message. It's Karisu's Ramen, as you can see. He or she made a very nice menu that he or she has sent to me. I like it. It's please don't copyright me. Yeah, it's a very nice little place. I liked making it, so it's a very good idea. I like the little ramen shop idea. But let's move on to the I guess outro, because this is basically the final thing I wanted to show. But yeah, everyone, thanks for watching today's video. I'm going to be taking a week off in Turkey, and basically, I'm gonna do a little vlog after I'm done with the trip. So, goodbye, everyone. Have a great day, and hope to see you in the next update. Goodbye!